Before we begin, take a second and imagine this. You're standing inside a private studio in Molsheim, France. The room is quiet, no music, no dramatic lights, just a covered shape in the center, the kind of silence that feels expensive. Then the cover comes off, and in that moment, you realize you're not looking at just another hypercar. You're looking at a reset button for the entire automotive world. This is the 2026 Tourbillon, and this is the most important car Bugatti has built in decades. There's a moment in the automotive world when something appears that doesn't just raise the bar, it resets reality itself. And in June 2024, inside that quiet studio in Molsheim, that moment arrived. The definition of a hypercar changed instantly. This isn't just the next car from Bugatti. This is the first true chapter of a new era, created under the leadership of Bugatti Rimac, the man who built electric hypercars that shocked the world. After forming Bugatti Rimac, he made one thing clear. The Tourbillon would not chase trends. It would ignore them completely. And when you first see it in person, it doesn't look like a car designed for today. It looks like something designed for the next 100 years. The body is longer, lower, and more elegant than the Chiron. Every surface feels intentional. The famous horseshoe grille is still there, but sharper now, more sculpted. The rear is dominated by an exposed diffuser and a dramatic center exhaust that feels closer to aerospace engineering than traditional automotive design. This isn't styling for attention. It's engineering turned into art. But the real revolution sits behind the driver. For over 20 years, Bugatti relied on quad-turbocharged W16 engines. They were legendary, brutal, record-breaking. But the Tourbillon abandons that architecture completely. Instead, Bugatti partnered with Cosworth to develop an entirely new 8.3-liter naturally aspirated V16. No turbochargers, no artificial sound enhancement, just pure mechanical combustion. On its own, the V16 produces around 1,000 horsepower, but the Tourbillon is also a hybrid. It uses 3 electric motors powered by a 25 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Combined output is approximately 1,800 horsepower. That number isn't just big, it's historic. 0 to 60 miles per hour is expected to happen in about 2 seconds. Top speed is projected to exceed 275 miles per hour, depending on configuration. But what makes this even more interesting for a US audience is this. Despite all that power, the Tourbillon can travel roughly 37 miles on electric power alone. That means in places like Beverly Hills, Miami, or Manhattan, it can move silently through the city. No V16 drama, no mechanical roar, just quiet precision. And then, when the V16 comes alive, everything changes. Because a naturally aspirated 8.3-liter V16 revving high behind your head doesn't just make noise, it creates an event. Cosworth engineered this engine to be lightweight and emotionally intense. The sound isn't filtered, it isn't digital, it's raw, mechanical, analog in a world that's becoming increasingly artificial. But power is only half the story. The interior of the Tourbillon may be its most radical feature. In a time when most luxury cars are dominated by giant digital screens, Bugatti went in the opposite direction. Instead of building an interior that would feel outdated in 5 years, they partnered with Swiss watchmakers to create a mechanical instrument cluster made of over 600 individual components: titanium, sapphire crystal, ruby bearings. This is not a screen. It's a skeletonized mechanical masterpiece. Bugatti states it's designed to last over 600 years. 600. That's not marketing drama, that's philosophy. The idea that this car should outlive its first owner, and the next, and the next. Even the steering wheel is engineered differently. The center hub remains fixed while the rim rotates around it, keeping the instrument cluster perfectly aligned and visible at all times. Underneath the beauty sits a brand new carbon fiber chassis, lighter and stiffer than the previous generation. The battery is integrated structurally into the platform, improving rigidity and weight distribution. The suspension system is designed to handle extreme speeds while remaining surprisingly composed on normal roads. Because unlike older Bugattis that felt almost intimidating, the Tourbillon aims to be usable, approachable, in hypercar terms. Only 250 units will be built worldwide. Pricing starts around $3.8 million before customization, and many allocations were spoken for almost immediately after the reveal. For American collectors, this car represents something rare, not just performance, not just exclusivity, but transition. It's the moment where combustion history and electric future meet without compromise. And maybe that's the real reason the Tourbillon matters. It's not just faster, it's not just more powerful, it's more intentional. The 2026 Tourbillon isn't trying to dominate social media for a week. It isn't chasing trends, it isn't built around screens or temporary technology, it's built around permanence. In a world that upgrades every year, this is a machine engineered to last centuries. And that changes everything. If you appreciate cars that blend mechanical purity with next-generation innovation, this might be the most important hypercar of our time. Because the Tourbillon doesn't just move forward, it moves history forward, and that's something you don't see every day.